The last time I did a review of Mice and Men was their 2019 record, Earth and Sky. I don't really remember what rating I gave it. It was a requested review, and I think it fell somewhere in the middle. And this is a band that I really, I want to like them. I try really hard. I've listened to them so many times. I just have a hard time getting into their kind of new metal core sound. I just can't. Just nothing stands out to me. I don't really enjoy it a whole lot. For some reason, I really want to like this band, but I don't. So when I saw that the California band was releasing a new EP, I was kind of excited, but at the same time, I'm like, they're just gonna let me down again. I'm just gonna leave this EP feeling sadder than I was before trying to like this band. But when I listened to the first single released, Bloom, I was actually kind of blown away. It sounded pretty dang good. The intro has this shoegaze kind of vibe to it, specifically with like the vocal effects. One thing that stuck out to me a lot in this song is the bass. It's just so thick and fat and heavy, and it blends really well with the simple drum pattern and riff and the distortive vocals. It just flows really smoothly. The chorus is kind of like the intro a little bit, but with distorted vocals instead of cleans, and really just very powerful drums. Another like favorite part of this song is the transitional music in between like the verse to the chorus and the chorus going back into the verse. The music that's being played in between those sections is phenomenal. The breakdown is it's pretty heavy, but it does leave you wanting more. I really like the theme of this song. It's kind of about like we're all meant to grow and flourish and have these really great lives, even though we're inevitably going to die, with lyrics like, we were born to bloom, destined to deteriorate. The first song on the EP is titled Levy, and it has like this really creepy, eerie intro that escalates rather quickly when the drums come in, and then it's joined by a freaking badass riff and some amazing vocals. Once we get into the verses though, the music is just, it's just okay. It's like a bare bones version of what we got in the intro, and it's kind of wonky and a little awkward at times. The chorus brings like the main riff from the intro back, but this time it's a little bit less in your face with clean vocals. Instead, it sits a little bit behind the mix. The lyrics are great. I feel like the vocals are the main focal point of the song, and the breakdown at the end, it is a very stereotypical metalcore breakdown. Everything slows down, the drums are super slow, but the scream, it's not like a phenomenally long scream. It lasts maybe about 8 seconds, but it just sounds so sick. And the closing song on this 3-song EP is Pulling Teeth. It's got a pretty cool guitar part in the intro with some ambient guitar tones. Sounds really good, but then it all just cuts out as soon as the verse comes in. And then it's very drum focused. It's very cymbal heavy, very, again, stereotypical kind of metalcore. The chorus has a pretty solid hook. It sounds pretty good. The clean vocals are fantastic. Again, it's really interesting how the distorted vocals throughout all these songs are relatively the same, but all the clean vocals are just a little bit different from each other. It's really interesting how they did that. This is the most radio-friendly track on the EP. I'm actually shocked this wasn't the single that was released. The bridge and breakdown has tons of gallops, a lot of triplets being played, specifically in like the guitar and the drums. It reminds me of like a little bit of like Lamb of God kind of stuff if they did music like this. The lyrics are good. It's a little cliche, but it's still like they're not over the top cliche, and they're not really that repetitive. So overall, just it's a good sounding song, but it's not anything to get like super crazy about. So like I said, the first time I heard Bloom, I was pretty excited about the new EP. I was digging the metalcore sound that they were bringing. It just sounded it sounded so much better than the new metal stuff that they were doing before. I really liked it when they were doing metalcore, and the new metal I just could not get into it. And after hearing the rest of the EP, I still kind of feel the same way about it. It's a solid EP. In fact, like Pulling Teeth, even though it's kind of radio friendly, it's an overall good sounding song. Same with Levy. I mean, they're not perfect in any way. None of them are. But I feel like this is the best of Mice and Men music I've ever heard. In fact, this is the first time I found myself enjoying of Mice and Men like a full song. That's right, song. You thought I was gonna say album or EP, but no, I actually have a hard time enjoying like any of their music for an extended length of time. Even a 3-minute song, I usually find myself yawning and getting kind of bored and wanting to listen to something else. I remember when I reviewed Earth and Sky, it was very, very draining. In fact, I put it off for quite a while because I had heard some of the songs from it before, and I tried to make it through the album before, and I just couldn't do it. So I had to mentally prepare myself for what I had to listen to. And this is just so much better than that. And of course, this EP does have its downfalls. It is kind of boring at times. It's super short. It's a quick listen. Not a whole lot of diversity through it. All the songs are kind of the same in a sense. It's nothing like groundbreaking, nothing super crazy that they do that's going to make you want to get up and start throwing your fists around. It's just a good sounding EP. So with all that said, I got to give Bloom by Of Mice and Men a 3.3 out of 5. But I want to know what you guys think, especially if you're a fan of Mice and Men to begin with. If you're already in love with the band, how do you like this new sound thing that they're doing, taking a step back from Earth and Sky and doing something kind of different? Would you be excited if this became like a whole album, if this was like their new thing that they were doing? Or do you prefer their new metal sound more? Go ahead and leave a comment below letting me know what you thought of Bloom, and let me know what you would rate it. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to give it a like. If you have anything you want featured on Request Wednesday, go ahead and leave a comment below letting me know what it is, and it'll be featured on an upcoming Request Wednesday. If you want to support my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and ring the little bell icon, especially if you leave a request. That way you don't miss out on it, because it does happen sometimes, and it's sad. And I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day or night, whenever you happen to be watching this, and I will talk to you next time.
I was trying